What is up, Retro Maniacs? Welcome to Short Prints. I'm Mike. That's Joe. That's EP. We're here to talk about cards. This week, we gave you our 80s. We gave you our 90s. This week, we're going to give you our 2000s, our OOs. What do people
Our
call
odds. I think they're called the odds.
The odds? Okay.
Yes, the odds.
Whatever it is, we're giving you our Mount Rushmore rookie cards from 2000 to 2009. Joe, get us started.
I mean, come on. Gotta start with
What
a little
could it be?
TB12, right?
Who?
Pull back the curtain a little bit. Mike said I couldn't do 4 Tom Brady rookie cards, so I had to figure out which one I was going to use.
Doing 5.
I'm doing 5. So which one's on the Mount Rushmore? You know, not one in my collection. As much as I would love to have this card, I got to go with playoff contenders. Autograph ticket, Tom Brady. I mean, championship ticket. Technically, I don't know if that's a rookie card. It's a parallel, but the actual rookie card from the set is unnumbered. But it's such a great card. I wish I have a lot of Tom Brady rookie cards. I want that one. I really do. I'd have to mortgage the house. I'd probably get divorced. I mean, there is all sorts. I just can't. It's such a great card. I mean, if someone says football card, unless you're thinking something vintage, you're thinking the Tom Brady rookie card from playoff contenders. There's not much more I can say about it. It's just the greatest football card of all time, just like he is the greatest player of all time.
Yeah. So, I don't have that on my list.
Well, that's a bad list then.
I don't either. That is the iconic football rookie card right now. Like that is the card. So I don't have it either though.
Imagine how many we may have had back in the day, or like had access to, or something when you went to shop back in 2000. I mean, Contenders was that the first or no? That I think 98 they switched to autograph form. Remember when Contenders was like those pennants and the football thing? They were only autograph form, and they got really expensive. It was like expensive to open up a box. So we didn't open up a ton of that. But could you imagine, Mike, you probably had a few cases of it, at least a couple cases of it in the shop at one point. I mean, imagine how much those are worth right now.
Right, I know. All right, EP, what's your first?
Well, since Joe did a Brady, I'll also do a Brady. I knew that I was going to take the Contenders. That's never was in my price range. Fleer Ultra consistently was in my price range. I'm going to go with the gold medallion. Tom Brady, like that Fleer Ultra was kind of like my wheelhouse kind of card. Low to mid-range type of card, and I will always have loved the gold medallion cards. And I do not own I'm sure at one point I owned an Ultra Brady. I don't own one now. I would love to have a gold medallion, but they're probably again out of my price range. I wouldn't even think about buying one, but that's the card for me.
If you had a Mike Trout to sell.
I was just going to say, if you could sell a Mike Trout.
If I sold that Trout, I would not use it to buy a Tom Brady rookie. But nothing against Tom Brady rookies, but that wouldn't be the first thing I would buy. But
you can get those. You can get the gold medallion in like a BGS 8 for like $400-ish, a little over 400. It's not unattainable. Ultra is such a great set. We talked about it last week. Ultra is such a great set that, that is a really fun rookie card.
All right. Well, I'll go with my Tom Brady. Any guesses? The 2000 Bowman Chrome.
Yeah.
Just
another iconic one.
And iconic, yeah. And I don't know if it's because I pulled one out of my leftover inventory or what. It was attainable, and probably the most iconic of the actual attainable cards. So I feel like that one deserves its place up on the Mount Rushmore.
If you would have said, Joe, what is your Brady Mount Rushmore specific card, not cards, one card, it's the Mike's Upper Deck Bowman Chrome Tom Brady rookie card, which is on display. I bought it from you, Mike. It is on display over in my fireplace mantle. So yeah, it's a great card. It's an awesome card to pull.
All right, number 2, Joe.
Not going football.
What?
Not going basketball. Not going baseball. Not going hockey. 2001 Upper Deck Golf. Tiger Woods.
Great pick.
Yep. I mean, if you close your eyes and say Tiger Woods rookie, that picture just pops in your head. There are more expensive rookies of his out there for sure, but I remember that in 2001, that was like the hottest card.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
people were opening up Upper Deck Golf, and they weren't hard to get. I think I opened up a box or two, and I had 3 in my personal collection. They weren't numbered, they weren't short printed, but when the boom happened here in the last couple of years, that was one of the most graded cards out there. I actually sent 3 of mine to grade it. Unfortunately, it was such a sought after card that when I pulled 3 of them, I put them into 4 screw down cases. So PSA would not grade them because they were flattened. Still charged me for them, by the way. Thanks, PSA. But yeah, to me, that's Championship Red. I mean, it's just such a great picture, and that was the first kind of mainstream golf product that ever came out. So the everyone was a rookie there. They didn't have Phil Mickelson, which I was a Mickelson guy, not a Tiger guy. They didn't have Phil in that set because of, I guess, he didn't sign the rights over. But yeah, it's just such a great card for that era.
Great card, yeah.
Yep, 100%.
I have it on your list?
Not on my list, no.
Not on mine either. Okay. Well, EP, you're number 2.
Well, I'm going to stay in football. I have 2 football, 1 basketball, 1 baseball. I'm going to stick in football, and it's got to be LaDainian Tomlinson. I mean, there are so many good rookies, but in LT, I don't own this one either. Pacific Crown Royale, the numbered autograph rookie card, one I do not own. I didn't buy a ton of 2001. It seems like football, but like that card to me is just like it's a really cool card. I thought about going Fleer Ultra because I like the Fleer Ultra so much. I don't like the Tops and Tops Chrome are okay, but the Crown Royale is just a really Crown Royale is always a cool set, and that card I think is really cool.
Yeah, we love Crown Royale too. So, I mean, trying to pick which player you want to put the Crown Royale rookie card up.
I thought about the Brady. I thought about the Brady
cool.
for Crown.
Brady was cool too. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I'm guessing nobody else has that.
It was close. It was like number 6. It was the 6th phase for me.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Captain Obvious here. The 2003-2004 Topps Chrome LeBron James.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean,
on my list as well.
That might be the most iconic card of that decade. Like, I just maybe the greatest, probably second greatest NBA player of all time. And Topps Chrome. We all love Chrome. I mean, just iconic. I don't know what else to say.
So this is on my list as well, which it's a basketball card. It's kind of crazy. 2 weeks in a row, I've had basketball cards. The thing that was always wild to me about basketball, so if you collected football cards, Topps and Topps Chrome had the same pictures. Topps and Topps Chrome and basketball didn't because they came out different times. They were already playing the game. So, his Topps picture is him with that ridiculous big triple oversized suit, holding his jersey. Yeah. And
I love that card though.
Oh, that's a great card. I think they use that for Topps Finest too.
Yeah.
But the fall away jumper on the Topps Chrome, I actually almost bought one of these. I almost bought a BGS 8. I really did. I was this close. And it was when it was actually on the downturn. And I'm like, boy, I really should. And it's still going down. It's still attainable. But yeah, it's such an iconic card. If you can find one that's centered, even if the edges and the corners and the surface aren't great, if you can find one that's centered, it looks so nice with that white centering. I'm a big fan of that card. Good choice.
Yep, same here as on my list. I think that card. I probably won't own one, but I think you can make the argument, a very, very good argument, that is the most iconic card, rookie card of all the 2000s, even more so than the Brady cards, just because the global appeal of NBA and LeBron. I mean, Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, and LeBron might be the second greatest basketball player of all time, period, not just of any position or whatever, of any position in the sport. And yeah, I thought about trying to find a different card to be a little bit different or whatever, but that is the card. That's it.
It has to be on the list. Yeah. Has to
and
be.
What makes that even more iconic than some of the Brady stuff as a Brady super collector, I mean, is they were hot then. Like Brady's cards didn't get awesome until after his 3rd Super Bowl, maybe.
Right.
And even then they weren't even that,
Yeah.
LeBron's out of the gate,
crazy.
man. I'm sure if you got him in the case, Mike, they were gone the next day when you put them out in the shop.
The fact that I found a total of 1 LeBron James cards, period.
Right.
Out of all my leftover inventory tells you all you need to know about how well they sold back in 2003.
The hype was
Like,
there at the very, very beginning and didn't stop.
yeah,
It never stopped.
yeah.
He was lived up to the hype completely.
He surpassed the hype too,
Yes,
which is
yeah.
crazy to come out being the most hyped player of all time and then being able to exceed that is incredible.
As an aside, he's going to retire as soon as he gets to play 1 season with his son, right? That's what's going to happen.
I'm guessing maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
All right. Well, I guess I have to go again since you guys already have 3. I stole one of your big ones. This one's a little different for me, but the 2001 Topps Chrome Ichiro rookie card.
Ah, nice.
That's a good choice. Yeah. Didn't you find one of those? Did you find one of those?
I found a Topps Gold of him in Pujols, but I mean they sold like crazy back in the day. Ichiro Mania was a thing, and I don't know that he gets enough respect now. He was a great baseball player, great hitter, fantastic player in Japan before he even came over here. And like I mean it has a soft spot in my heart because I remember how big he was at the time, how many people were looking for his cards. Like it was really crazy. Like it was kind of like the LeBron thing when Ichiro was a rookie. And to have a foreign player come into Major League Baseball and do that well and have so many people embrace him and want to collect him was really a cool thing. And it's kind of a foreshadowing of today with Shohei Ohtani. So, he was really a groundbreaker being that first guy that came over and really excelled in the major leagues. And that card, I think, is just iconic. And I put it up on my mountain.
I mean, I'm not a baseball guy. That's a great choice because I even know that card. That's kind of how I look at it. If it's not a football card, if I know what it is, it must be iconic,
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, Joe, you're number 4.
My number 4, this was tough. So to kind of pull back the curtain for folks, Mike closed his shop in 2004, right? Or 2003.
The end of 2004.
And in 2004. So for me, I didn't really collect cards much in the 2000s. I went off to college. I wasn't at the shop as much. So it was tough for me to find that 4th one that really resonated with me. And I actually chose a player who I really loved in fantasy football, who Alico 3 puts on quite a bit on his channel. If you watch his, I'm going to go with the 2007. And there were 2 players I thought of from this year. 2007 SP Authentic Megatron rookie card. If you can find the tricolor jersey, SP was awesome, by the way. When they started doing the jersey autos, RPAs are not a thing that just happened, people. When SP started doing them, SPX started doing them back in the early 2000s, they were just so innovative. But they really got into it in the late 2000s. And the SP Authentic Calvin Johnson is just such a cool card. He is such a recognizable autograph too, with all the loops and things that he would do. So for me, I mean, he was just such a great fantasy football player for me. That's why I threw him up on my Mount Rushmore. I'm sure there are, quarterbacks and running backs from that era that probably make a little bit more sense, but that just kind of resonated for me personally.
Great pick.
Yeah. Awesome card. Awesome pick.
All right.
He's not on my list. My last one, well, just one point before, I just want to go back to LeBron James. I think that Kevin Durant was like one of my runner ups, one of my his Topps Chrome rookie card, better design, very, very cool card, but not as iconic as LeBron.
If that's on Mike's list, I want Mike to yell at you as much as he yells at me.
Well, but this is
don't bring up other cards, people.
There's a chance this is my last chance to talk though, so I wanted to make sure to put in my runner up there. But since Mike allowed himself to cheat last week, I'm cheating this week. My number 4 is it was not a real rookie card. This is not a real rookie card either, but it's in the same year as the rookies came out, and that would be the 2001 Topps traded Ichiro Pujols dual card, the Rookie of the Year card. So they're both rookies. They both won Rookie of the Year. Same thing goes for Ichiro, but Pujols is probably the better hitter and will be remembered maybe a little bit longer as a pure slugger, just a pure better hitter than Ichiro. As an aside, I was going to bring this up when we were talking about Ichiro, but I knew I was going to be talking about him here, so I didn't. Back in like 2003 or 2004, I think it was, I bought Topps Triple Threads. I bought a box, and I pulled like a WBC jersey auto of like Ichiro, like some crazy ridiculous card that I sold for like $800 or $1,000 back then, and it was one of my, like, that's probably still like one of the best cards I've ever pulled, and like just a crazy. And that was, you see people sometimes like shaking when they're holding a card. I remember shaking, like looking at it, like
literally
oh my God, like,
shaking.
Yeah, like my hand was shaking. Like it was just
Did
just
you
a
ever
cool,
put that card
cool
on
moment.
eBay? I'm just
What's
curious. Did
that
you ever
card?
put
Yeah,
that card
that card sold on eBay really quickly. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually the card that I found in my stuff too, but I found the gold card version of it too.
I was looking around, I was like, oh, don't say too much.
I know,
that was my card. That was my fourth one. So when you guys were talking about
we avoided putting the cart ahead of the horse there, as I like to say, right?
You're welcome.
I'm glad we did, yeah. All right, I guess I'm up for my last one. Any guesses?
I don't.
Wrestling rookie card. Paul Heyman rookie card.
Well, you're
that's
close.
Okay. The Rock rookie card.
It's a wrestling card, but it's a football card.
Yep.
Rock.
Brock Lesnar, yeah.
2004 Leaf Rookies and Stars Brock Lesnar rookie card. I mean, just like, how crazy is it that somebody who was so huge in a sport leaves, tries a new sport, they get a rookie card made in the new sport, doesn't work out there, goes back to another different sport, and then goes back to his original sport. Like, it's really crazy. And the fact that he has a football card, like, I want to own it and I don't own it, and it's frustrating.
Does he have 2 rookie cards?
He has a couple, and
he has the upper deck, something
in
upper deck.
Yeah, and he has a Donruss Elite too.
Okay,
but like, I have tons of rookies from 2004 Leaf Rookie and Stars. None of his. I don't remember having them at the time, so I don't know if I had them and I sold them. But like, I don't think I would have done that, because I don't think it was really a big deal back then, as far as I remember. I don't know if you guys remember, but like, nobody cared about wrestling rookie cards.
I had a stack of Leaf Rookies and Stars from 2004, and I went through it, hoping. Were the rookies short printed there? They weren't numbered.
A little bit. No, I think you got one every couple packs or something like that. I had a case like of 50 that was almost full, and none of him. So I think there were a lot of rookies in it too, if I remember right. But yeah, just a cool card. Something I do need to pick up at some point. And the fourth face on my Mount Rushmore.
Here's a question for you about the Brock. So he has a WWE, WWF, whatever it was at the time, rookie card. He has a football rookie card. Does he have a UFC rookie card?
He would, yeah. I don't know which one it is, but
I mean, think you need the rainbow. You need the rookie rainbow.
They didn't make UFC cards until much later, so
so it'd be his rookie card, but it'd be like after he was out of it for like 20 years. Right.
I just realized I need to amend my pick. I can't have 5 faces on my Mount Rushmore with a dual card. As much as I want to have that on there, it'd be the Pujols Topps Chrome. Just because Mike has Ichiro's on his, I'll put 2 Pujols on mine. Just because he's a slugger. Sorry about that, guys.
Everyone
just don't. I
don't want to have 5 faces on my Mount Rushmore, and I'm gonna retract my.
So I think we can say it wasn't Joe Day who screwed it up this week. It was EP.
No, definitely.
EP.
I'm okay with that.
But the man worked like 250 hours this week, so we'll cut him some slack a little bit, which is kind of amazing to do in a 7-day week. But yeah, somehow he is able to do that. All right, guys. Well, great chat, and we'll be back next week. Take care.
See you,
Adios.
boys.